Check.
Avant de commencer, j'aimerais que la deuxième équipe commence déjà à se préparer sur le côté, comme ça, c'est bon. Parfait, merci.
All right. Let's get started.
Yeah!
Thank you all. Really appreciate it. Okay, we're going to get right into it. So we are Shamelessly. Obviously. We need next slide. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, this is technical difficulties. Whoa. Oh, we're at the end, that's why. Okay. All right. Okay, from shame to fame, you shout it, we fix it. Okay, so I want to tell you a story. About a year ago, I was traveling. I was leaving Edmonton, and I was running late for my plane. I arrived with 45 minutes left to spare. It was late, and they had already closed the service desk. Needless to say, I wasn't happy because I ended up sleeping in the airport that night, and I felt helpless and I felt angry. And I know that I'm not the only person who runs into this problem often. Next slide. We've been talking to people about this, and we know that 75% of consumers prefer self-service support solutions. We know that only 20% feel satisfied with what they currently have, and 46% tweet about problems when these things happen. Next slide. We know that companies care about this problem as well, and they're doing things about it, specifically these 6 airlines. Next slide. So, what are we doing about it? We created the wall of shame. It's really simple. It's a tool. Well, actually, we're going to show you because it's awesome. Now we have the live demo. Okay. So, here it is. It's live. How does it work? So, you tweet a customer service complaint with the hashtag shout, and it shows up here on the wall. That's it. It's simple. Excellent. Okay, we're going to actually, you guys can all pull out your phones. It's live, it's active, right now. I don't know what that is. Okay. So, seriously, pull out your phones, check it out, and we're going to run a little competition. Peter, he's going to go, and we're going to show Peter's Twitter page. He's going to send a tweet. The first person who can tweet, hashtag shout your customer support problem, it'll appear on the wall of shame. We're going to wait for Peter. And we have 2 minutes. Okay, so we're going to wait for it. Is that it right there? Food portion so small. Great. We're going to have to read it. I don't want to rush through it, but we're running quickly here. This is a pain in the ass, eh? Can you refresh? Is it there? Scroll down. Where is it? Fantastic. All right, so Peter's complaining about Startup Montreal and the tiny food portions. What's that about, right? So there it is. So you can click and you can shout it yourself. So we're going to skip ahead into the demo. Go back to the slide. Yeah. Okay. So that's the user pain. They want to have their voice heard, and we've given them that tool to do so on the wall of shame. Now what can companies do about it? So we want companies to be able to turn this bad buzz into brand loyalty. Okay? It's pretty simple, and we've created the tools that will enable them to do that. Specifically, we have one feature called Make It Right, where consumers can go and they can put a positive tweet and a negative tweet, kind of like a social blackmail. And if your problem is resolved, the positive tweet gets sent, and if it's not within a certain time limit, the negative tweet gets sent out. And that's it. Next slide. Okay, so who are we targeting? We think early on companies who value customer support, like Shopify and Frank&Oak, are really going to appreciate this kind of service and will love it, and as it's a way for them to connect deeper with their customer. And later down the road, we want to target the airline industry, obviously, and the internet industry, two spaces people absolutely despise. Next slide. So, our model. We have a SaaS 3-tiered model. Companies can try out our product for a month, and when they're ready, they upgrade to the next level, which is an $80 per month service, where they're able to activate that Make It Right feature. It's pretty simple, and they get enhanced analytics and reporting that they can use to figure out where their bad buzz is being created and how they can solve it. And at the higher level, we provide full integration into the existing software solutions. Next slide. So, our mission, we don't have much time left, really is about empowering consumers and making call centers obsolete, because people hate call centers, it's a waste of time. I hate it, I think everyone else does. Next slide. How big is that industry? It's a $500 million industry with over 400,000 agents in North America alone. And it's changing over time, and we want to be there to make it happen. Who are we? We are Shamelessly. I'm going to quickly go through, and we're going to, 200 users in less than a day. Next slide. We were featured on the front of producthunt.com. Check us out and give us a shout. Shamelessly.com.